In this video today we will give a review on the new upcoming Hollywood movie Cherry. It's easy for movies to look neat. Any halfway decent director has a bag full of tricks to stylize their narratives. And in good films that style emphasizes the substance of the movie. When the stylization is hollow or when it overshadows the narratives, then you have problem, and it's the main problem of Joy Anthony vs Drama Cherry. With their first feature since the box office powerhouse of Avengers Endgame, the Russo have arguably taken on an even more ambitious feature by trying to blend dark absurdity and pathos into a memoir that examined post 9/11 American failure of war, drug addiction, and poverty. Cherry is not an easy story to tell, but what makes it a bad movie is the Rosso feels this line to tell it with the substantially unknowns. It's a movie that constantly yelling at its audience rather than trusting a single human moment or even a character arc beyond a litany of horrific events. But perhaps Cherry's greatest sin is that all of its style makes its examination of real tragedy play as gross and exploitative, where these unique American horror are not nothing more than fooders for the next needle drop or fancy edit. After a purge, where a young man Tom Holland credited as Cherry explained how he is about to rob a bank. We cut back to 2002 where he is in college and fall in love with fellow student Emily, Sarah Bravo. When she breaks his heart by saying she's moving to Montreal, he decided to join the army only for her to return and then quickly get married before he shipped out to basic training and then deploys as a medic in Iraq. While in Iraq, he sees plenty of horrors that give him sir PTSD that send him and eventually Emily down a rabbit hole of a drug addiction, which then cures him to start robbing banks so he can pay off his dealers, pills and coke. In its broad stroke, I think I can kind of see what the Russo were going for her. Cherry is not, despite the ancillary earnest performance of Holland and Bravo, a character-driven movie. We don't know where Cherry comes from. He delivers all of his narrations in a flat effect, and ultimately, the only thing he seems to really want is to be with Emily, but happens to be a part of all this American carnage along the way. That depictions of carnage is what the Russo seems to want, and their credit casting Holland and the Bravo was a smart move to make a point about the loss of innocence. Holland and Bravo have sweet, virtuous faces that are almost childlike, sometimes to the film determined to like the when Cherry shows up with a mustache and Holland looks like a kid in a school play. And watching them degrade themselves when with heroin use the robbery hammers home the way that American has failed its citizen. But that only works on macro level. The more you attempt to zoom into Cherry and Emily's relationship, the more to discover that there's not much internal life there, and that largely because the Russo lack patience and inclination to trust their actors or their audience. Cherry is a loud movie constantly weighing for your attention, but it doesn't need to be. When every moment is cranked to 11, all you get is blaring direction that overshadows every moment and turns what could be quiet moments of pathos into overwrought melodrama. Watching Cherry is a constant blitz of a movie desperately trying to convince you of its own importance when we already agree that its subject matter is important. There's no trust of the material when you can't have a single subtle character moment. Instead, everything must announce itself as either absurd, darkly comic, or tragic, and that makes the film feel like isn't serving the characters or the subject matter but to directors who want to let you know they can do more than Marvel movies. I hope you like our review. If you like, then hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon for more recent updates. Please leave your valuable feedback in comments below and let us know how you like our videos. Then we will make more informative videos for you. Our goal to introduce you to every Hollywood movie and English TV series. Thanks for watching.